What do you see as your biggest advantage going into this fight?
Yeah, I would say a lot of things, but I think first and foremost is going to just be my reach, my size, being able to keep him away. I think there's a lot of holes in his defense that a lot of people haven't exposed before, and he's a great fighter, one of the best. I'm excited. He's elevating me to a new height. He's making me push myself to my limits. I'm more locked in than ever, but at the end of the day, I know I'm going to be able to come out on top and outbox the guy who's been doing it for 7 times as long as me.
Obviously, toughest test that you faced to this point. You beat an undefeated world champion. Is this the fight where folks, especially in the boxing community, have to say, Jake Paul deserves to be at the elite level?
No, they'll never give me credit until I have the world championship belt, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. You know, but belts collect dust, and what I've done in the sport is unprecedented. Never will be replicated, and done it in such a short amount of time, just getting warmed up. They're not going to give me credit, but I don't need the credit from these bozos, to be honest. The credit's in my bank account.
Tank? I'll start with you. I guess a number of people will say, why Jake Paul as opposed to a rematch with Lamont Roach?
It just, you know, I don't want to put a lot out there, but it just, you know, doing what's best for me and what's right for me, and I've been doing this for a little minute now. You know, I've been doing it since I was 7 years old. You know, so this is the first camp I can, like, you know, enjoy myself, be back myself. Like, even leading up to like the rematch of the Roach fight, it was more so like, I don't want to get too much in it, but November the 14th, you got Jake Paul and me. I think it's going to be a great event. Every time I fight is fireworks. Jake Paul coming in, you know, he's much bigger, he's much stronger. Boxing wins come November the 14th. You know, it's not just me and Jake on a fight. It's a whole card, and we just giving boxing what it needs, and that's excitement.
He certainly has the size, stronger guy. What specifically does Jake Paul have that concerns you?
What concerns me, his power. Gotta test his power. Gotta test his just everything, to be honest. I never been in the ring with Jake, so I could say a lot, but when it comes down to November the 14th, you know, I gotta be in there with him. I gotta be able to, you know, his arm reach, his size, his power, you know, the way he moving and things like that. I just gotta adapt, you know, as I fight him come November the 14th.
One of the things, Jake, about you, mental toughness, and you've certainly used that mental toughness with a number of your opponents and have rattled them before the fight. This guy's certainly experienced. You think you can rattle Gervonta Davis before y'all step into the ring?
Yeah, no, I don't know. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. This is going to be a true-on boxing fight. The best man will win, and, you know, I think the shit talk is all fun, and we've been going at it for years and years, but I don't think either one of us really care. We just want to go in there and prove that we're better than the other one.
You've talked to a lot about leaving a lasting legacy in the sport of boxing. You beat Tank Davis. Do you believe you've basically cemented yourself as one of the best in the sport?
Nah, not yet. I'm just getting warmed up, but this will certainly shut up a lot more people. Each fight has done that so far. Only 5 years as a pro, and feels like the last fight I had was the end of chapter 1. This is the beginning of chapter 2, and I'm only 28 years old. I have a lot more to prove, and once I beat this guy, more people will shut up, but at the end of the day, I'm really still just getting warmed up in the sport, and I'm going to show how good I am. You know, this is a top 10 pound-for-pound fighter that I'm going to outbox, and truly, when people run back this press conference, all the shit talk, all the fun, they're going to be like, wow, this kid really is doing something monumental in the sport, and he's actually insane boxer, and I'm going to show that this guy who's been doing it his whole life has been doing it wrong his whole life.
What'd you say, Tank?
He said he gonna outbox me. Whoop-de-doo. Say that.
The one thing, when you have a fight of this magnitude, especially with Jake, because his appeal has been global, for you, Tank, do you think this is one of those fights where now all of a sudden you can show your boxing skills on a global scale to maybe people who weren't interested in boxing? All of a sudden they say, well, who is this guy?
Yeah, it's actually like, you know, now that I'm looking at it now, it's just like, I don't know, probably this was a good thing, you know, by just, you know, us fighting. Because you have someone that, we come from two different sides, like, of the world. We come from, you know, and we still on the same path to get the same thing, you know? So I think it's good. You know, my headspace that I'm in now is way better than what I was before, and that's the only thing that mattered to me. Again, this fight gonna be exciting. I feel as though it's gonna be it's gonna do a lot of numbers. Again, we two guys from different worlds that's still on the same that one goal, and that's to make sure our family, our kids, and everything is okay. So, shout out to Jake Paul for you know, coming with me and making this event happen, and his team, and what is MP Promotions, Netflix, Al Heyman, everybody.
Turns out he can't read just like Floyd.
Oh, MP. Oh,
You got it, champ.
I'm not worrying about that.
You got it, champ.
People talk all day. It's cool.
How is training for something like this? Obviously, smaller guy. How is this in the training aspect, Jake?
Yeah, there's a lot of punching down, practicing, hitting below my knees, and a lot of speed.
He warming up.
We're
now.
sparring.
That's what we need.
We're sparring.
Warm up.
Some
I know
8-year-olds. I got 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna beat Jada Love ass. On my mama, I'm gonna beat both of y'all ass. On my mama. And he laughing. He know. He laughing.
What are you talking about?
What
does he have to do with this?
Let anything, you know what I'm talking about. Let anything. No, I don't have to say it right now.
I don't understand that.
Don't worry about it. I don't got to say it up here. Let anything happen. And I'm going to show you and him. Bet.
It begs the question, Tank.
Nothing.
It begs the question, Tank.
Nothing.
How was your training for him? I mean, now you're fighting a bigger guy, obviously. This is like cruiserweight. How is that training for this? And you know, everyone wants to know, you taking this 100% serious? Because he's coming to really hurt you and make a statement. Are you taking this 100% serious? And how's the training for someone of this size?
Of course. You know, somebody like his size and things like that, we got to take him serious because we don't want to say it, but you know, things can go sideways, so we ain't taking him lightly. We definitely looking at Jake Paul as a real fighter. I watch him when I'm training, when I'm home. from the gym, and we're not taking it lightly. Again, it's gonna be good for the sport. I'm just glad to be here.
Jake, how you win this fight?
Just showing up. Honestly, just I'm gonna knock him out. He has a lot of flaws in his defense, and I'm gonna expose him. Look what a 135 Lamont Roach did to him, and it's just gonna be so much fun for me. I'm so glad that God gave me this moment. I'm Gervonta Tank Davis's karmic retribution.
I'm curious, Tank, when you walk into the ring, how much you think you'll weigh?
When I walk in the ring?
Yeah.
With or without the ankle monitor on?
That's corny. That's super corny. I don't know how much I weigh.
And the handcuffs too.
Huh? What are you talking about, fam?
How do you win this fight?
That outfit is trash. For real. That outfit is garbage. And that hairstyle. Anybody that ever rocked a mohawk is a fucking clown. We all know this. Anybody rocked a mohawk. Name
You
it.
want to see clowns? You want to see clowns? Gervonta, you're the fucking clown, buddy. You're the fucking clown, Gervonta. Any man who puts his hands on a woman is the clown. I got you a poodle.
Now, okay. Now, since we on this, if I put my hands on females or anything like that, right? If I put my hands on females or anything like that, you know what I mean? Female, like, come on. It would be mad. You say how when I don't even want to bring up nobody thing, what's the name about that? But P Diddy, when things got like that, no, listen. When one female did a charge, it was mad females coming out, right? So if I hit a female, right, wouldn't it be mad other females? Like I ain't been just with one female. Like I'm 30 years old. Like let's be real. I've been with more than one female. Wouldn't mad females come out and say something about me hitting them? No.
Okay.